Sergeant Jorge Garibay, San Jose Police Department, PIO. Jorge spelled Jorge, last name Garibay. So this afternoon, just after 5:40 p.m., officers responded here to the Valley Fair for multiple reports of a shooting. Several reporting parties called in to report that they heard gunshots, although not many were able to give us much of a description of a suspect or any victims. Officers quickly convened onto the location from multiple agencies and quickly identified that this was an isolated incident. As officers searched the area, we located 3 victims: an adult male victim, an adult female victim, and a 16-year-old female victim, all suffering from at least one gunshot wound. All 3 were transported to local hospitals with injuries that were later determined to be non-life-threatening. At this time, we can tell you that this was an isolated incident. This was not targeted at unsuspected shoppers. The circumstances, however, we are still investigating, trying to determine what occurred and what transpired prior to the shooting. However, we can tell, we are very sure that this was not targeted at any of the shoppers here at the mall. I don't have a whole lot of other information. I can tell you that the suspect is still outstanding and is believed to have fled prior to police arrival. I don't have a description or much other information on that, but our detectives are responding to the scene, and we are actively investigating this and looking into as much information that we can to determine what occurred here. That'll take any questions.
How do you know that it was isolated? Did the shooter and the victims know each other?
So we don't have any indication that they knew each other. However, we're still trying to determine because we don't know the suspect. But we are looking through surveillance. We are talking to witnesses and trying to determine exactly what happened. But we can tell you that there was something that occurred between the two. We don't know what that was. I don't know if it was a verbal confrontation, some type of disturbance, but something occurred between 2 individuals that prompted the shooting. And then subsequently, again, I believe the 2 females were unrelated to the incident, were just hit by gunfire.
We heard from one eyewitness that there were 8 to 10 shots that went off, and he told me it was an automatic sounding weapon. Do you know what kind of weapon was fired inside the mall?
I can tell you it was a handgun. I don't know what kind of handgun, but there was a handgun. I don't know how many shots were fired.
Did you recover the handgun?
No handgun was recovered.
There were gunshot holes near the Bolero, near the bowling alley. Was that related to this kind of incident?
So the only shooting that we're aware of that occurred today was outside of the Macy's, up on the 2nd floor. We don't have a whole lot of other information other than that's where the shooting occurred, and there was just one shooter.
Was there just one kind of incident? There weren't multiple incidents throughout the mall?
Correct, but all of our officers are making sure that there aren't any outstanding victims, or combing through every single store to ensure that there aren't any victims and really no public safety threat. And right now we don't think there is.
Any injuries as far as people stampeding out of the mall? Anybody trample? Any reports like that?
Not that I'm aware of, or at least have been reported to us.
The victims again, can you repeat